Hello, I'm Brianna. Welcome to My Life on Paper, where paper and pictures tell my story. And I continue to play along with Scraptember with the Scrappy Sisters. I'm using this sketch today. It is sketch number 81 from Lisa Sikorsky from Scrap a Sketch. And I have already gutted the paper that I'm going to use as a frame for the layout. Today's um, Today's prompt from the Scrappy Sisters for Scraptember is holiday. So I took a picture of myself and my family. We did a turkey trot on Thanksgiving, and that's the picture I'm using there. These are papers from my stash. You can see there's a lot of scraps. The two that I'm using, the bigger ones, are from a paper pad, so I'm not sure exactly where I've gotten those from. And I just tried to decide what was not necessarily too busy to be using together. I do like that striped paper that I have, and it really matches the colors in the frame that I have. So I'm just going to use um, kind of eyeball the pieces. First, I'm going to trim a mat. And this is the way I trim a mat. I don't eyeball it. I don't use my scissors. I know my photo's 4 by 6, so my mat's going to be 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, and I will glue that down. But then as far as the pieces go for the matting pieces, I will eyeball those and trim them with my trimmer. I like to have lots of layering. I really love the look of that with photos, and it's something I don't gravitate to towards myself. Like I don't think of it. I don't know why. Um, but so when it's in a sketch like this, it reminds me to get out my scraps and use them and make these fun layers. So that's just what I'm doing, using the colors that are already given to me in the papers um, that I started with. You'll see that scrap on the left never does get used. I also am going to use some scraps for that title piece as well as the journaling piece that goes on the bottom. And um, I've noticed doing the voiceover that my square, the part that the frame that I did is not, the bottom is not even. But once you get all the journaling pieces matted, you won't notice that. Or I didn't notice that anyway. Now that I pointed it out to you, you might notice it. So I'm taking out just some green cardstock, making little slivers of it, and I will tuck them on either side of the photo so that it looks like it's a continual backing piece all the way across. And I use my ATG adhesive to glue those down. I really like using pre-made titles, the sticker, like the thicker titles, because not only are there things to match your layout, but also you don't have to think of a title. So I'm going to use that title of Blessed that's on there. And then I also will pull out some more embellishments from my stash. There's where you can tell the bottom is not even. Those polka dots are so nice and even, and that bottom ledge is just not even. But again, I'm still going into my stash to get some scraps out. That pretty golden yellow color is from my stash as well as the green. And that checker paper too. I don't think I use that, but I have options. I always like options, and it's okay to change your mind too. I have a lot of autumn papers in my stash, but I don't really have a lot of autumn embellishments I found out. So I do have Simple Stories journal bits, if it's called Acorn Lane, and that is what I pulled out here with the fox and some journaling bits and things. So I'm going to go through those to see what embellishments I might take out of this collection to use on the page. And you can tell just with what I have right there, it doesn't need a lot. It's got the frame, it's got the polka dots, it's got the layered papers. So it really doesn't need much for embellishment. I knew I wanted the hearts on the page, so I pulled all the hearts out of the collection. I think there's 3. And I liked that big leaf kind of as a cluster base. So that will stay on the page. I always like florals, so I'm thinking about that. There are some pink items. You can see kind of a rosy pink things there. I don't have all the layers for um, this journaling block, sorry, for the title block yet. I'll end up pulling out, believe it or not, some pink paper just to give it a pink frame a little bit and bring the pink that's from the bottom in the journaling spot up to the top. So I did put my title out there. You can see the whites of the letters, they're foam stickers and they have whites in the middle of the letters. I didn't even notice that at first, really. So I guess it doesn't bother me. You know, I could have put it on a white background first and then made my layers. Uh, but this is the way it is staying. Um, it's interesting that I didn't see that and notice it at first. And there's the pink I was telling about, just a little bit of a color to bring that pink up on top. And you can see we have all pinks in our shirts, so it doesn't look out of place on the layout at all. I have some pumpkin stickers from Paper Studio that I'm going to place right there. They're rather large. They're good size, and they are popped up. And I have 4 of them left, and I'm going to use all 4 of them, which makes me very excited. I feel like once you use something up, it kind of gives you permission to go out and get something new. Um, and now that I've been using my autumn and yeah, my autumn fall things, I have a feeling for what I need and what I don't need. So I am matting that journaling spot down there. I don't need a lot of room because there are going to be quite several layouts with different pictures of us walking this race. There is a playlist listed below with everyone that's playing along with Scraptember. The prompts are so good and versatile and fun and just get you doing things that you might not do. So um, I was happy to get this holiday layout together today. And I think tomorrow is mixed media. I hope to have a video up for that. But check out the playlist of everybody that's playing along. There's a lot of people, very talented people playing along. And then I will also have Lisa Sikorsky and Scrap a Sketch listed below as well so that you can always check that out. She's got these wonderful layouts that you can use with any theme and just kind of helps you out with different ideas. This sticker was from a different collection. This is the only sticker I have left of this collection, and it was only part of a wreath. So I knew I wanted to get that on there. And I'm going to get those florals down. And then I'm not sure what else. Oh, one last pumpkin. That leaf needed something, so one last pumpkin goes right there. I think that's perfect. So, and I think the last thing that goes on here are the hearts, and then I will be done. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I truly appreciate everyone that likes my videos, that anybody that watches and comments and subscribes. So thank you so much. I hope you have a fabulous day, and please come back and see me again soon.